Hello everyone and welcome back. We have Viper here once again, showing this time Dark Escape 4D. Say hello and start whenever you like to.
No worries, no problem. So yeah, this is Dark Escape 4D. That was actually pretty interesting that it started with it saying that. Ignore the vital signs center error thing. So basically, this is playing in the 2D mode, as you can see. So basically, for those that don't know or weren't in the know about this, we'll get into the game and I'll try and explain it as I go. Well, essentially, this game is giving you a warning. Now, games give you warnings anyway for rail shooters and stuff, but this went up to another level. We'll get into it first and foremost. So, if we're ready on time, I'll give you a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so here's what you're going to expect. The way that the game works is works off a part detection system, as you can see. Basically, the way that this is set in the cabinet, this is found in amusements and things like that over here in the UK, but I think maybe in the States and other places as well. But so the way that this all works, and apologies that it will lag a little bit here and there, but here's the thing. So the sound might be a bit up and down. Apologies. If it is, then I do apologise for that. Not a lot I can do. But this relied heavily on jump scares. Exhibit A. Aside from the audio, apologies for the audio there. It does lag a little bit. It is on emulation. So, ooh, blimey, Christ, it weren't that bad yesterday. Okay, well. Give me a minute. Unless it goes worse as it goes on. It might have to be a bit of a bad one, this one. Apologies for the sound being like it is. Oh, Jesus. Might be a case of it needs to be reset, I'm not sure. It was working fine yesterday. But, here's what you need to know. Dark Escape 4D is a case of... Ooh, blimey. This. It relies heavily on a lot of things. I don't understand why it's lagging so bad. I guess my problems that I had with sound haven't gone away. It's a shame. I was trying to get rid of this in the sound setup, but we've not had much good luck with this one. I might have to give this a reboot, we'll see. We'll see how we get on after the first level. But, yeah, it seems like it's more of a case of it's lagging when there's something major happening. Okay. So, you have two players in this, two guns. As you can see here, that he's got... Oh, it kind of works. Interesting. It did work on a certain level. I guess it's when there's a lot going on, I guess. But I'll try and explain as best as I can. Apologies for the sound that's lagging. So, basically how all this is, it runs on the same emulation that PS3 emulation runs at. And yeah, it's not great. However, we try our best. So you can see here that we both have health bars. And obviously we're going to get hit and everything like that. Now we are on free play mode, so that's fine. Just to say, if the sound doesn't improve much, I might have to adjust a few things real quick. I'll have to move on to like another one, and we'll see how it goes. But it's hoping it fixes itself. If it doesn't, then we'll see how that can go. You get these as well, where something happens. It's like ooh, and basically this door could be anything behind it. There's no right or wrong answer. The doors are completely random.
Just what we needed. A first aid kit.
Yeah. You get the first aid kit, or you'll have some sort of danger. Yeah, I don't understand why it's lagging so bad. I may have to reboot the emulator. For some reason, I don't know why. Ow, fire. I don't understand why it sounds so bad, but anyhow. Yeah, I don't really know how the story is for this one, but it is an arcade emulator. There we go. Now this bit I do know that it does have a bad correspondent with, emulator-wise. The worst thing is, this is actually playing at normal speed. I just don't understand why the sound's so bad. There we go. So we got a stage done, which is good. The game is also horror, yeah. That's true. The game is also horror. Right, okay, so. Don't really know if this is going to improve. It did seem to improve when I did the lab complex one, I think it is, or the cabin, sorry. So this is something that happens, is that depending which one you went for, will depend on, well, you get these jump scares that happen. And the more times you panic, you may notice at the top left and right of the corners there is something that says, oh, it's this. It's at this point. You go, yeah, it's fine. I'm going to move on to the cabin next. So the cabin is the next one. There's a few. Now each one of these will represent something different. So cabin is fear of pursuit. Death chamber refers to fear of vermin, so spiders and that sort of thing. And this lab complex. So it was working pretty well on this stage yesterday, so I'm hoping it's just a case of the prison one is the bad one. I could be wrong. Maybe this one will run a bit smoother. It ran a bit smoother yesterday, so fingers crossed. There we go. So you can see here that we have a heart rate monitor. The heart rate monitor doesn't actually mean anything at all, if I'm being honest, because we don't have the heart rate monitors or anything like that. Yeah, it just really doesn't like to be captured for some reason. Don't know why. Like it just doesn't like to be captured. Might have to change the... I'm actually just going to quickly sort something. Yeah. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah. So I'm going to just... Oh, okay. I'm going to hopefully be able to pause this. I'll pause for a second, sorry. Need to sort this. I think it is to do with the fact that it's needs to be a window capture. So sorry if this disappears for a second.
Hello, we are back. We fixed the issue. It was very simple to solve.
Yes.
And we just continue at the second stage again. So let's go. Just tell me when to start the timer.
Yeah, no worries. Basically, what happened, there was an emulator overload and stuff like that. So we're going to skip the first level entirely. You guys saw it earlier on. If you didn't, then unfortunately I'm going to skip the first 5 minutes. So I'm going to move into... I'm going to do... What was I doing before? I was doing Fear of Pursuit. So by doing one of the other 3 levels, you skip the intro. The first time one gets crossed off and you don't do it. So that's what's happening with that one. So, oh yeah, time starts now. You can start now. Sorry, I forgot to say.
Okay.
Okay. So, let's try this again. Dark Escape 4D. Pretty much a rail shooter. It was very popular in the arcades. So the way that the arcades worked was that the game was playable in 3D. Also, not only was it playable in 3D, it had a 4D experience by implementing like the cold air and stuff like that, the sounds and stuff like that as well, and was very much a case of the jump scares side of things. You can see that there's heart rate monitors in the top left and top right corners of the screen, and there isn't a difficulty level here. I will just mention that straight away, which is interesting. I'm going to make sure that I shoot these guys in the head if I need to. So what's going to happen is it'll measure the heart rate at certain points, like now. So what will happen is it will continuously measure your heart rate, like now. And if it senses you panicked, then yeah, it will basically be like, okay, you panicked a little bit. We can tell you panicked. Because normally it can't tell for me, because it can't tell whether it's panicked or not panicked. But one of the main things is, like I said, so the weapons that you use in the game have heart rate monitors in the triggers, and they actually measure your heart rate, which I think is a pretty cool concept. And as a result, it means that you've got where your triggers are, it will see how scared you really are. And one of the key things that it does implement, as I was saying before, or I was trying to say before, is that you sometimes have to have both triggers on. There we go. You have to have both of the cursors have to be, both of the crosshairs, sorry, have to be together to take down certain enemies. Obviously, it helps if you're both aiming at the same spot, then it's fine. Now, for the sake of this one, what's going to happen is my cursors are both exactly aligned together. So player 1 and player 2 are using the mouse. So essentially, I'm playing 2 players, 1 controller with this. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. Also, here's the other thing as well. As I was saying before, these valves are completely RNG. So they might work, they might not. So we might get an exploding valve or not. There we had an exploding valve. As a result, means that we got a bit of damage in our face. However, if you get it right, then what happens is you're able to get a health pack instead, which is quite nice. So this is like horror elements with the horror. Like the main thing to mention is that in terms of what happens in the game like this, is there is a plot, there is a story. All we know is we're thrown into some sick individual's game. Now there is 5 stages. You get 4 main stages. Like I said, we're going to skip one of them. And essentially we've turned this into the any percent, but that's because of the fact that we had the prison one before. We've got to shoot all the arms coming out the wall. Just like that. Yep. Like that. There we go. The idea is that it gets your score from the entire thing. The entire run. There isn't really a quicker way of doing this, from what I can tell. There's no shortcut or anything. So there's actually a suitcase here that's full of money. And there's also some enemies as well, as you can see. They're going to be here. We'll also get some boss fights as well. So here's one of our main boss fights. So you can see here that we've got to shoot his main part here. There you go. Take his health down. Now we should be able to take his health down nice and easy. The only problem is that by having two crosshairs on the exact same point, it does actually mean something in particular, which is when it comes to firing the rockets, you can't fire them one after another, like back to back. What ends up happening is you end up firing 2 rockets together at the exact same time, which also means that you're not able to do as much damage. Now, if I end up losing all my health, I can get a. I'm able to get a new life, and also the player 2 gets some added health. Now you can see here we're changing weapons, so we're now going to be. This is now like that. So he's actually a pain to get. There we are. There we go. So he's now going to have a little bit of health. We've got to make sure we take him down. He's also one ugly looking, you know what. There we go. Boom. So that should be the end of him. However, he's not dead, because of course he isn't. He has a second phase. Woo! It's like, I want to get to the door. But, oh no you don't. There we go. And that is the end of him. That is the end of that second stage. As I was saying before, we're skipping the prison one by doing this. Obviously, one last scare at the end of it. Like, this is the other thing as well. It tries very much on jump scares and things like that. As you can see, we've done the second one. We've took him down. We've got rid of him. You can see here there was 10 times that they could have had a panic attack. And player 2 panicked more. As you can see here, you're as delicate as a wild zebra. Keep playing, you need toughening up. But it also gets your teamwork rating. Now, obviously, I get 100% every time because of the fact of, well, it's 2-on-1. But yeah, all good fun. So after you beat one level, you can see here now that we have essentially only got to do the other 2 levels. So we're going to do Death Chamber. That is our next level, which is Fear of the Dark. Well, this one is actually Fear of Vermin. The other one's Fear of the Dark. So these all pry on your natural fears. So one of them is fear of being chased by someone. One is fear of... Yeah, one's being fear of being chased by someone. One's fear of the dark, because obviously a lot of people, including myself, have fear of the dark. And another one is fear of, like, vermin. So spiders, snakes, that sort of thing. So this is what I mean by this. So, see here, you've got these spider-looking creatures. Whatever they are. As is a bet that he's going to come out of that chair. Yep, I was right. Again, it relies very much on jump scares. Also got more of these creatures again. Any more? More for any more? Oh, damn. That's a lot of creatures. There we go. Get rid of him. So yeah, as I was saying, in terms of how it all works, as it mainly relies on your natural, what I call it, primal fears, I think. In my opinion, games like this don't really exist anymore. They're not really a common thing anymore. Which is a bit of a shame, really, because I remember when I used to go to... Because obviously early on we had House of Dead 4. I remember going to amusements. And I used to be absolutely terrified because there was always the House of Dead 4, which used to freak me out. And I always used to see the cabinet of Dark Escape. And I just remember thinking... You know, I always used to see the dark stuff. Also, he's knocked the lights out. Got a light? There we go. And now we're in the dark, so this is primal fear of the dark. So only wherever I point my camera will the light go. Which, again, for anyone that doesn't like the fear of the dark, yeah. Be warned. There is horror coming. Oh, it's finally Darkscape, indeed it is. Oh. The thing is, what I don't like in horror films is like, oh, you can clearly see this horror there. It's like, maybe you should move away from them, go the other direction or something. But then what ends up happening is they always go for the, you know, they go towards the danger rather than away from it. And I get it, like sometimes you have no other choice, but holy hell. Also, I'm just saying right now, if this was me actually playing, my heart rate wouldn't be 95. It would be like 105. Okay, it'd be more than that. It would be about 155, actually. Believe me, when you play this cabinet, this might not look as scary as it seems, but if you play this cabinet, they have darkened curtains, which... Yeah. They have darkened curtains, which make it a lot more scary. Because the darkened curtains, along with everything else, is just, quite frankly, friggin' terrifying. It is horrible. It is genuinely a terrifying experience. Would highly recommend finding a machine if you can. So I'm coming. I was gonna say, why is she, God, them things are ugly to look at, my god. Jugachi, have we got any donations? Or anything you want to top out for charity? That was a brilliant time. Or any time whilst I'm fending off the unknown, the dark. Oop. There we are. First time I've had it where I've had both players die on one bit. There we are. Oh god, not these things again. Oh. Oh. Okay, we might need to get out of here. Ooh. Yuck. Is there never a horror game where you have to... It always seems to be like you have to save the, you know, female or something like that. It's like, is there never not a horror game where you don't have to do that? I'm gonna go for the one on the left. Uh-oh. Well, I got covered in whatever the hell that was. Yuck. Suddenly I feel like Hercules. I don't know why, or Gladiator. Are you not entertained? First thing that comes to my mind right now. That can't be good. Oh dear. Oh, lovely. On. There we go. We got him. Oh my god, now there's two of them. Nope. Oh, that can't be good. Okay, luckily I can get rid of that. Oh no, they're digging. Oh dear. Ooh, that was close. Not another one. What's he doing now? Yeah, I'm coming up. Not playing down there with them. No way. Oh Jesus, it's up here. It's here. Hell yeah. We got one. There we go. That gets rid of supposedly one. I've got to lure this under the lights. Okay, that seems to work for me. That works. Okay, we managed to fend that off. Oh no. Quick! Yeah. Booyah. Nice. We got it. There we go. And that's that. That's the next stage done and dusted. Like I said, this is about... If you play it through casually, it'll take you... Well, about the same time as it takes me. About 40-45 minutes, give or take. However, we'll mention, obviously it runs on a credit system just like most games that like this do. But don't let that fool you. This game will take your money a lot. Not only that, but it also is a case of, oh yeah, I can do this. I'm not scared of nothing. Yeah, sure. So we're going to move on to our next one, which is the last stage. Sorry, not last stage. It's the second to last stage. But you have to do all the stages to unlock the last one. So this is essentially the any percent category. By all levels, you would do the prison, and you do this. All the rest of them. Doing whatever order you wish to do, so it doesn't really matter. However, you need to do the prison one first. Also, she's convinced with that one. Apparently getting out of here alive. Okay, so this one's the vermin one. This is the one I meant. This is the vermin one. And it already looks like something's eaten. It's already eaten people. Something's eating people here. Good grief. So these things are clever. These things have a shell. And essentially when they open themselves up, do you? That's when... Well, let's just put it this way. When they have when the shelves are on, it's like no. When the shelves aren't on, it's like ooh. There we go. Gotta get rid of these things quick. There must be a bigger reason. Oh dear, hello. Yeah, if you don't like spiders, probably won't recommend watching this bit. I was gonna say, as if things can't get any worse, zombies and spiders? Nah. Don't know about that. Thing is, they jump on the screen as well, so you can get rid of them.
Maybe we can get up that way. You go first.
Obviously, of course, I have to go first.
Which way should we go?
I'm gonna say the right way. Again, this could be random. We don't know whether it's left or the right. We don't know. We just don't know. So if you go the other way, you get a health pack. But if I go on the left side, I could also get that as well. That's the reason I say it's completely random. You get one of two. But I think there's like one of 4 scenarios, maybe? Because there's 2 different ones. So you could have... Oh, actually no, I suppose it is just 1 or 2. Yeah, so we got bugs as well. Whoop-de-doo. We do need a better weapon than this pistol that we've got. The Magnum, whatever it is. However,
A machine gun.
machine gun there.
Careful.
I would be just as, like, as him. Okay, we're going to change weapons. Oh, lovely. Get rid of him. Get rid of all these bugs. Ooh. Get rid of him too. Ooh, hello. There we go. Get rid of them all. Nice. Got rid of him. Oh, no we haven't. There we go. Managed to get away from them. Phew. Oh no. Not these things. Ooh. Okay. Luckily, this Uzi versus the pistol makes things a lot easier.
This is where they created those monsters.
Also, I can't skip any of this, by the way. I can't skip the cutscenes. In-game cutscenes, whatever you want to call them. I can't skip these.
Gives me the creeps.
Hell are those things supposed to be? To me, it's the fact that the music's just kind of like... The music gives it away. A little bit, as well. Oh, dear. There we go. Oh! There we go. Nice. Oh! There's more. Stay quick, hurry up. Time to get the hell out of here. And I don't think anyone likes bugs anyway. It's like, no! Not the bugs, not the bugs. I know it's not the bees, not the bees. Oh my god. There we go. Is there something in here with us? Oh no. Immediately I see spiderwebs, I immediately know what the heck's gonna happen.
You think they might be nests?
Oh no, hello. That reminds me, it's like, hello, beastie. Ooh.
Escape while we can.
There we go. This is the other thing as well, so you've got to make sure you shoot all these. They still won't disappear. Ooh.
A rocket launcher.
Can I have the rocket launch, please? Thank you very much. This will be handy. Whoop. There we go. Finally killed the bloody spider. Yuck. Oh no. The hell? What the hell is that thing supposed to be? Yep. I think we got it off the wall at least. There we go. Got most of it. There we go. I think we got it. Yeah. Killed the damn thing. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. Obviously, there's always one last jump scare. Just in case you're wondering.
This is too creepy. Let's keep going.
We've got one last level to go, and then that's it. Now, one of the things that it does actually keep note of is it'll tell you like how many total panics you've had over the course of the game, which I absolutely hate. But anyhow, well, there you go. 2 rating, 100%, which means now we get to go to the final stage. As you can see, is here. Final stage. Escape route unlocked. Weapons factory. So this is it. The finale. There you go. The game's ending depends on results. You have to shoot them all down. If you don't, well, let's just say you get a different ending to what you might expect. There we go. The final stage. Final showdown. Here it is.
Where are we now? It's a weapons factory.
Wow, that tank's just hovering in the air. Oh, hello. There we go. Ooh. There we go. Oh dear. Ah, there is said terrible beastie. There we are. Managed to get a chunk of it taken down. There we go. Let's try and... There we are.
Let's get behind it.
And then what? And what do you want to do? Oh dear. Oh dear. Ooh. Okay, well it's still not, it's a bit mad. I think I may have made it mad. Nice, we took a good chunk of it down there. Nice. Another chunk of its health taken away. I've got to make sure I get all these, otherwise it's bad ending for us, folks.
Thanks. That could have been nasty.
Ah, got the good ending. Hey. However, we're not done yet.
Rocket launcher.
Time to take you down, beastie. There we go.
Take behind us.
Yeah, let's use a tank, that'll work.
It's hiding something.
Oh dear. What else is it doing? Come on, there we are. And time, I think. Yeah, time.
GG.
It ended. Also get an ending as well. We do get the ending cutscene. He tried to give us one last scare. We ain't having none of it. Not having any of it. There is a last few things that we're going to do. Which is a case of... We're going to make sure that... yeah, well, you get to see the ending, of course. So you'll see that. I hope you see it before anything else, actually. Be able to see the ending.
Maybe we can get out this way. But I doubt he'd let us go that easily. Come to think of it, I've never introduced myself. I'm Courtney Wall.
Bear in mind, just been through 35 minutes of hell and saved her ass countless times.
If we can survive this, we can survive anything.
And then she tells you what her name is. Difficult. So, the end. I guess. And there you go. Even that's the ending. Darkscape stuff. But yeah, that is about it. I think there's also a score thing that I have to go through as well. Yes, there is. There is a score sheet and everything, so you get to see the final results. There's 39 there. However, if you play the prison one, you get more in terms of how many freakouts you get. But yeah, that is going to be about it from my side. You'll see here that we do have like total score and everything like that. So yeah. But just real quick, apologies about the issues before with the emulator. We managed to figure it out pretty well. And how do I do that? There we go. But yeah, just want to quickly say real quick so I can kind of move on a little bit. That big thanks to Themeathon for having me allowed to do this run, as well as the original House Dead remake as well, which has been a lot of fun. And yeah, keep at it in terms of obviously raising money for charity and everything like that. Yeah, thanks very much for allowing me to do, like I said, not just 1 but 2 runs. And yeah, that's going to be about it. So I'll hand it back over to Jugachi.
Thanks for running. And we're setting up the next runner, so be ready for that. I'll see you in a bit.